Got another, you can get another sip of that thing. Thing ain't too bad. So pause it right there, pause it right there. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and happy work week. This is 8,000 miles away. And tonight, I have a short video, but it is one that I gave some great thought to, and really deep down, I've been doing a lot of thinking about it because it personifies myself. It talks about myself as well. So I'm included in this one. I'm a part of this group that I'm about to talk about tonight. Now, this video tonight, if you're under 55, then you can forget about this video. I mean, well, don't forget about it because you will approach it at some point. But if you're 55 and up, then this video is you. It's on you. I'm talking about you. And I am of that age group. I guess they call it the baby boomers. I don't know if that's what it is. Or maybe Gen X. I think it's Gen X. I don't know. I get those things mixed up. But maybe y'all can tell me down in the chat on which one is Gen X and which one is baby boomer. But before I even start, this is a glass of wine, and in case y'all wanted to know what wine this is, it's not anything expensive. It's not anything expensive. It's just simply this guy right here. You had that one before, nothing expensive, but you know, got that. Again, not a sweet taste, but like a bitter taste. Not a bad wine. But what we're talking about tonight is aging, basically, as it relates to the Passport Brothers. Now, everything you know is centered around the best decision, I feel, for or better options for Black African American men and men in general. So certainly, the Passport Bro movement is not just black men, it's white men, because white men has been doing this since World War II. Black men have made it popular here in the last year, and it's exploded all over the internet, and blacks, African American men, are moving to other countries for better lives. It's basically what it is. Better wives and better wives. Better lives and better wives. Let's say that again. Better lives and better wives. So, one of the things that I experienced in the last six years with both of my parents, and I come from a two parent family. My parents were married for 50 plus years, and one of the worst things that I can think about is what happens as they get older, and we as the children of the seniors don't really have the time to put in for our loved ones. And believe me, I loved my mother more than the soul of the earth, and I love my father equally the same. But ultimately, they ended up in assisted living, nursing homes, and so many Black Americans end up going. And that's kind of where this is going to as it relates to the passports. I'm going to tell you. I saw this article here. As you see, it says December 9th, it says Black people more likely to end up in bad nursing homes. And when I say bad nursing homes, I'm talking about, as it says, as they grow old into age, Black Americans are more likely to end up in understaffed nursing homes with lower quality care. And that's what this article talks about. It goes into more detail, which I won't go into because I experienced it myself. I can tell you about it. And it's bed. You're constantly trying to make sure you don't have bed bugs. You're interviewing each nursing center or nursing center, even if it's a temporary nursing center. Because when you come out of the hospital, a lot of times you have to stay in one to rehab. They call it a rehab, and a rehab ain't nothing but a nursing center. And they are the crummiest, bullshittiest, sorriest things you ever imagined. And to have your parents in one of those filthy places is the worst thing in the world. It makes you die from the inside watching you over there. I was over there every day just making sure they were doing their job, and wanted to get my mom out of there as fast as possible. My dad didn't stay there that long because he left us, but he was in a rehab hospital. The mom went through numerous nursing centers, a nursing home, and rehabs, and I had to fight to make sure that they were doing their damn job. So, as it relates to that, or even if you are, you end up, because before that, she was in like a senior living center where a bunch of older folks there, and there was a lot of men there. And they really had nothing to do but sit around and play bingo and talk about old times amongst themselves, and nothing to do. And what I maintain is that I believe that as men, even with just the Social Security check, now, I would probably suggest you prepare yourself just a little bit, so you can make that, prepare to make that move just as you get closer to your retirement age. But I'm going to suggest that you, like you say, you make your money in the United States. It's a corporation, and then you retire in another country. That's right. Retire in the Philippines, or either Thailand, or either somewhere in Latin America, Colombia, Brazil, where the cost of living is a lot cheaper, and and then the food is even cheaper, and the gas is cheaper, and your whole standard of life is cheaper. And if you move near a hospital, if you're in Thailand or the Philippines, you move in one of those cities and you're in one of those hospitals, they have plenty of nurses there and plenty of doctors there that can take care of you. As long as you don't move out in the province area, and like it would be, same thing here if you lived in the country, you'll be far from a medical facility. And the reason why I say that is because on $1,500, you can live overseas. You can live in one of these countries, $1,500. Now, you can live comfortably, more comfortable with the more you have, but at the least you could have $1,500 of your Social Security check and live overseas. Now, with that being said, not only are you living overseas, but there's a high likelihood that you're going to be able to get one of these super beautiful young Filipino women or middle-aged Filipino women to take care of you and be your wife. That's if you're separated. Your kids are grown and your parents are gone and you retire, and you're going to be with a beautiful woman, and she's going to take care of you, and she's going to and you're going to live in a more healthier life as far as your sanity and as far as your health. And she's just going to take care of y'all together. And that's partly what this video is tonight, because like 9 months ago, probably one of my most successful videos was on the Campbell channel. David Campbell and his wife Rose. He was an elderly black man in one of my previous videos, and the title of the video is "This is what you get when you marry a Filipino woman." And this video clip that I'm going to show you is similar to the same, but this is a white gentleman. And for whatever reason, I saw it there, and I said that this, rather than just be in a nursing home and grow old miserably until and be useful to nobody, because when you're in those nursing centers, believe me, your family in most cases don't come and see you, and you just sitting up in there, it's just terrible, man. So I maintain to you is to prepare yourself, move out of the country while you're still healthy, before you retire, or right at when you retire, when you still got it, and you move overseas, and in many cases to Thailand, the Philippines, or somewhere in Latin America, where you can have a beautiful wife by your side, and she's gonna take care of you. Now, the video clip that I'm gonna show you today is from, I'm gonna have to go to the big screen on this one. Hang on, it's from these guys here. Hold on, we're gonna go over to the big screen in just a second. And I'm gonna show you a clip on what you get when you're an older person when you move to the Philippines. So let's take it to the big screen. Let's take it to the big screen. Now, this couple here that I'm about to show you is, I'm gonna pause it right there. They're called the Crew family, the Crew from the Philippines. This is the gentleman, and that's his wife. Now here's another video with them. This is her, and this is him. Okay? Okay. All right. So I wanted you to see them. Now, all right. So I'm going to pause that right there. Now, I want to tell you what actually, there's a video here from Chad Foster's Explorers. Let's pause it there. Let's go to the 16. No, let's go to the, hold on, the 12.
Somewhat.
Hang on, I'm doing this.
I was like, yeah, anything you do at 24, yeah,
okay,
definitely not
all right,
as bad as what I was doing at 24.
All right.
Right. So it's give and take, it's understanding.
All right, so here's the video.
All right, so
check this out. Wait a minute, hold
not only is she a
pause
good
it.
mom, but a supportive wife for you. And
pause it right there, because what Chad is going to do, he's going to explain to you how this Filipino that this guy's married to, you just saw earlier in the other clip, took care of this elderly man. Now, and we'll review it once it's over. All right, so there you go.
I'm going to talk about something that you shared with me when I met you, that you had something happen somewhat recently that sort of changed changed everything. So I want to let you tell that story and how, and then if you can, touch on how being married to a Filipina, just living in the Philippines, how it all works, and having the support from her to overcome it. All right, let's just get into it.
I know let's point out this, if it was my ex-wife, she would have put me out the door the day it happened. But anyway, so.
You heard that, didn't you?
And I haven't met my daughter. It's been 2.5 years I'm stuck with COVID mode.
Say fair use.
So I met my daughter when she was 2.5. So I get here, my third day in, I have a stroke, which I recovered from, which I didn't know that I needed to go down and get on blood thinners and do all this stuff, which I should have. So the next thing that happened about 8 days later, I was at the Octagon restaurant here in Dumaguete, and I fell out my table and had a 45-minute heart attack. Woke up, throwing up everywhere, and it was a nightmare. And went to the hospital after that, and they said, yeah, she had a heart attack, blah, blah, blah. So then, probably a couple weeks later, I ended up having a stroke in my sleep, which I didn't recover from. And this is all numb down through here and doesn't work right, and my leg's the same thing, and I walk terribly, and I can only walk a short distance. So my wife, I can get around in the house because we have a small house.
Yeah.
And I can take care of my daughter when my wife's not there. But it was rough. But let me tell you what, this young woman, when I came here, she told me this. I said, she had to take me to the bathroom. I had a business back home that I need to get back to and do, and I can't do it now because I'm physically can't do anything. And I couldn't talk very well and make any sense. And she took care of me. She did everything for me. She didn't have to clean my behind, but other than that, I mean, she did everything for me. I have to take a shower in a chair, and she'd bring the chair in and help me out. I mean, just a good woman. And now she's got a 4-year-old, well, a 3-year-old child, she'll be 4 in December, to take care of. And then she got another child, me, to take care of. And I told her a couple things. One was, how are we gonna make it? My Social Security's not, I do have it now, but I didn't have it then. And I was like, God, how are we gonna survive, this business? If I can't sell it to somebody or do something, I don't know how we're gonna survive. And she said, hon, as long as you're here, I love you, I'll help you. I'll go down and get a job at a call center, and we can have somebody watch Faith, and
wow,
it's okay. We'll be okay.
Unbelievable.
We'll survive.
Yeah.
And
That is amazing.
I would never have
God
that
bless.
with a woman in America that I've known, that I've had a relationship with. They would have never said anything like that. The other thing was, I told her, at this point, you're young, I understand, and I want to have a relationship with my daughter, and I want to be friends with you. But if you don't think that you can be with me because, I can't do any of the things I was doing before, including sexual activity some. So, now I'm a different man. And if you don't want to be with me, I totally get it. Because I can't imagine being 24 and being with somebody that you couldn't do anything with it. And, can't go out with that much. You can't do, just everything. And I gave her the out. And she told me, no, I love you, and I'm going to stay with you and take care of you until the day I die.
Wow.
That's an amazing story.
And I pause it.
It's relatable to a lot of people.
I pause it right there. As I said in the when I talked about David Campbell, as I said when I talked about David Campbell and how Rose, the other his Filipino wife, took care of him. This woman's wife is doing the same thing for him. And you saw how beautiful she was. She's a looker. How many guys 65 years old are gonna look like, no disrespect to him, gonna look like him and be able to pull something that nice and take care of him. And if he was able to, yes, she would make love to him. Now, you got that, or you live in a nursing home like that for your last years. That in a rundown, roach-infested, big bug type nursing center where your family don't even come and ever see you, or you were one of these beautiful Filipino women for your last years. Damn it, I make good sense with this, and y'all know it. And if these options sound good to you, I'm going to suggest that you take your ass to the Philippines. Take your ass to the Philippines and you marry one of these sweet women and live your last days. Or a Thai woman. You heard? Thank you for tuning in to 8,000 Miles Away. Like, share, and please subscribe, as we're just under 1,000 subscribers. And I got a lot more to talk to you guys about. And our next video is coming out either Friday or Saturday, as it always does. And we'll have another interesting topic to hit you with. Have a good week. Peace.